Hello YouTube, it's Silver Age Dave. Today is Thursday. I'm in the comic room. I had just announced last week that I was working on a series of some new things. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. And yesterday or the day before, whenever I announced that I'm not going to do daily videos. And but you know, the urge hits you and you just do what you do. So this is one of the things I wanted to work on, and it kind of lent itself this morning. I'm calling it Silver's Random Thoughts. And what happens when you're making a lot of videos, I would think for every one video that I put out, I probably delete one or two, or just, you know, enough stuff. You start saying something and dumb stuff comes out, but there's a good part of it. So you want to keep that good part, but ultimately, I'm not a professional YouTuber, and I don't have a you know, a studio to do this stuff. So a lot of that gets deleted. But I had this morning some stuff I was working on. I had some random thoughts, and I thought, what the heck? I'm just going to do that and put it together. So what better way to start off a random thoughts series than with some random comics that you wouldn't normally see? So I just selected a bunch of titles. We've got this. I'll show these and then we'll get to the random thoughts. This is Charlton Comics Space War. I know nothing about the comic because I didn't. It's February of '79 apparently. It's number 33, and I truly don't remember reading this, but it's a cool cover, and so I thought I'd share that one. I have this American Comics Group Unknown Worlds. This is number 36. This is a December 63, January 64. Okay, another cool cover there. So sometimes this the off brand is the right brand. You know, I love finding stuff like this. This is Archie. Archie Comics did a lot of cool series, and this was an Archie series, The Shadow, and this was Jerry Siegel's scripts in this, coincidentally, but Archie Comics, okay, and so they took a pass at The Shadow. We'll put that here. We've got back here King Comics, The Phantom. This is number 22. Really cool 12 center, and cool character there. And look at that ring. Or, you know, it's kind of like the early Punisher there. So that's cool. And then the last one of the oddballs, we've got Harvey Comics Hot Stuff. And that's kind of a neat one. And so there you go. There's some oddball comics. And this is going to be the first installment of Random Thoughts. I was in the garage this morning cutting up some foam, and I thought, hey, that might be interesting. Silly Silver. So there we go. Guys, hope you enjoy. Good morning, guys. I'm just going to piece this in with something else. Another idea for some videos, maybe some random thoughts I'll be doing. It's early morning in Ohio. It's cold out. I'm having my big old mug of coffee. That's what that is right there. And I'm listening to some Chinist. Today's January 3rd. So my random thought, I was on New Year's, we went to Sky Zone, which is for guys that don't know, it's an indoor trampoline park, and the kids love it. They get to, you know, jump around like crazy, and you can slam dunk basketballs and climb on stuff and all that. So it's a fun place, but they're doing some remodeling, and they had a construction dumpster. And so, you know, I parked not far from the dumpster. I saw this stuff sticking out the top. It's a whole bunch of random styrofoam. I'm not a fan of this type, but I'm going to put it together. I can't imagine what, you know, my grandparents would have thought, all this stuff being in the garbage. You know, people that survived the Great Depression and, you know, really scratched and clawed their way to build, particularly this country, but probably a lot of countries, you know, just to have this stuff in the dumpster. And, you know, heck, they would have loved to have a piece of styrofoam. I'm sure they would have found many better uses for it than what I'm doing, comic dividers. But this stuff was, I think, part of a bathroom update. I think all the fixtures, sinks and toilets, I think it came packed in this stuff. It's very lightweight, and this is the bubbling that I talked about. I'll show you when I crack this how it gets these little, messy. You can see around here all these little dots. Okay, so I'm cutting all the sides, and they're coming out okay. It's real lightweight stuff. With the foam cutter, it's containing those edges. You couldn't do that with a razor blade. So anyway, that's a random thought for this morning. If you're not subbed to the Chinist, check it out. He does a great new comic day thing. He reads all the comics and he goes through and he talks about them and artists and story, and does a great job. So I'll put a link in the video. There's a random thought. Hey, I think this is my happiest piece yet. I just cut off one of the long sides, and I was thinking about what I said a few minutes ago, how, our grandparents would feel, I'll try to get that lined up, how they would feel about us throwing out all this stuff because of the Great Depression. And, they'd probably be like, you're collecting thousands of comic books? I once stole a turnip to feed my family. A little hypocritical, so sorry to be judgmental about what people throw away nowadays. But then it led me to thinking about age and all that stuff. And there's a lot of us in the community that are on quote-unquote old guy. So hopefully you can see this. I'm going to be cutting some lengthwise pieces, which is, I think we'd all agree, very, very entertaining. So I got thinking about an old guy joke, and I'm going to pick on Alan Garrett, one of the funniest guys in the community. And I'm doing a series of shout-outs for him. Alan, you can use this one on your radio show. He's a world-famous broadcaster, those of you who didn't know that. So I'm not saying Alan Garrett is old, but the other day I asked him if he remembered the Great Depression, and he said he did. But Alan wasn't talking about the economic Great Depression. He was talking about that meteorite that wiped out the dinosaurs. It's making my line curvy now. Look at that. I wanted laughs in 2019, and who would figure I'm either overtired or I wrote a good joke. Or I probably stole it from someone. I don't know if there's many good jokes that are original. But I like that one. All right, guys, so there were some random thoughts for you. The funny thing is I've been chatting with, just on YouTube, I've been chatting with Rag718. If you're not subscribed, he's got a great channel. There's the little homepage for him. Does lots of videos, and just a good guy. Always involved in the community, very truthful. I'm going to be having a bunch of these question to the communities coming out soon. And Rag always impresses me. He's always got a very honest and truthful and well thought out answer. So thanks to everyone who participates in those. Rag718 commented, hey, making videos all the time, maybe that takes a lot out of you, and it does. But in this case, this one's just for fun, low key. Hope you enjoyed the first episode of it. I'm going to cut it off there. More good stuff to come. Silver Age Dave is out.